Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair!
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind, morning show.
Yo, that's what's up. Y'all know what time it is. I don't know what to say, but Comcast just said that they're updating the area. What up, though, JB? I need to get with you, brother. I got a new number too. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I don't be on Instagram.
I don't be on here either. I don't even think I'm using it correctly.
No, I mean, I'm just using it.
I don't even think I use it correctly.
Right now, I haven't been live on Instagram at least 4 years.
I think I'm live.
Yeah, I think I'm live.
I think I'm live.
But
I just
anyway.
don't know if I'm live. I'm not live on here. Am I live, Todd? What'd it say?
Say live.
You live.
You live.
Oh, there we go. There's some
Now, if you
people.
want, you can send it to some people too.
I don't know how to do none of that on Instagram.
Oh my Lord.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Just leave it alone.
All right.
If people want to join, they'll join.
Yeah.
Some people just not on Instagram.
They
Some
can't-
people really just don't be on
A lot of people
Instagram.
don't be on Instagram, but I think
So
I got
we-
like 2,800 followers on Instagram.
You ain't got no friends.
You crazy as hell.
So we on IG Live today because something's going on with Comcast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everybody using their cellular
Data.
data.
Cellular data.
So we're going live for the Rise and Grind Morning Show on our IG,
On
things
IG.
like that.
So if you with us, you
Todd's
with
probably
us.
gonna be the littest.
Yeah.
Like Todd knows so many people.
He
He
actually
make
be
his,
on
like,
his
he
social
gonna make
media.
his real
Todd is
lit.
the
No,
littest.
He's gonna be the littest.
Listen, niggas do not like me like y'all think they do.
Hey, you got more people than me.
I mean,
I don't think niggas like
Nobody
me
will
either.
be watching my Instagram because
Too many people holding on to my past, so that's why.
I don't think niggas like me either.
Oh, niggas
The last
love
time
you.
I post on Instagram,
yeah, niggas love you, Brittany. They don't like me at all. Because I tell the truth. I mean, what the hell I'm going to do but tell the truth? When it comes down
I
to
feel like
it.
niggas ain't feeling me. They like, who is Brittany? Like this one dude called me Malcolm X's little sister.
Damn. Oh, you mean
remember I put on
Malcolm
them
Little.
glasses?
He said Malcolm X's little sister. I said, should I be offended?
Did you
And
have on
he was like, actually, no, like that's a good thing. I said, oh, okay, cool.
Did you have on the Bluetooth glasses?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't have on any glasses.
That's when they say that I get
the problem.
compliment.
The problem was I was asking questions, and I asked questions to make people think.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you,
Look, yeah.
I asked people
Yeah.
to make people think.
Because Chanie.
I'll get back with you.
She,
No,
she,
what
she
I'm gonna
I'll
do
get back with you.
is I'm gonna do what Chanie does to me.
What you do? Get quiet?
No, not
Okay.
be receptive.
I mean,
See, here's the thing.
Listen, because y'all don't know if I'm actually listening. I'm just engaging. So when you're in a conversation, you engage. You do give those little right. Just to let
if
people know
I'm really
that you following
listening.
along. Exactly.
But if I say Chanie,
exactly,
I'll say 2 words. That's how I know you're
because that's
listening.
letting you know that I'm engaging in the conversation.
But I feel like it's a lie.
Because people could be looking dead at you and don't hear you.
John Barrow, the only person that's watching. He said he just joined. Like John Barrow, the only person that joined.
Okay, so we're gonna tell the people that what's happening here on the show is that we are recording it.
Yeah,
we are usually live.
Yeah, we're gonna upload it later.
And we're going to upload it later to our Facebooks and to YouTube, the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Yeah.
So we will let y'all know when it is up. So we are going live from our IGs because we actually like to be live and we like to interact with our audience and talk smack
we
and have a
definitely
really
like to
like we don't like to be like the other shows.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Well,
Because now they're not podcasts. Now they're shows.
They're shows.
Yeah. So
y'all
we
can
like
actually
to
give
be.
us a call. Y'all can still call.
You can still call in.
I think. Yeah,
you can still call in.
810-560-0658. 810-560-0658. No.
Yeah.
0658.
It's a day to day. I mean, today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Again, I've never been live on my IG for real. I'm gonna be honest, I never really thought people really cared about what I had going on.
I mean, most people they care, but most people just trying to snoop around, trying to see what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, I feel like people don't really be caring. They like, we don't really care about what she doing. She ain't really doing nothing over there.
Shout out to the film world. Anyway,
speaking of films, Black Don't Crack is on YouTube.
Black Don't Crack is on YouTube.
It is. All of the other movies, so Survivor as a ghostwriter is now rebranded as Ether.
It's on now?
That will be on Tubi very, 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 very soon. A Record in Time also will be on there. Broad Day is actually streaming on the TV app, TVEI. Y'all can actually go see that. And I'm working on a new project called Inaugural Poll.
Nice.
I will be filming that in the next 2 weeks, and I am nervous as well as excited about Inaugural
You should
Poll.
be. That sounds good.
I really had a rebuttal to that, but I'm not going to say nothing.
What's your rebuttal?
Tied here.
Let's get into the
what's
topic.
your rebuttal? What's his rebuttal?
Nothing.
He's like, I want to hear this.
That's what I want to hear.
I mean, I have an inaugural poll. Listen,
You're not even inaugural.
We should have just went to the side.
Went to the
You're
topic.
not even inaugural.
He's like, I tried to help you.
I am a Negro.
You are a Negro, but you're not inaugural.
Because it's a...
Never mind.
Let's go to the topic, y'all.
The topic of the day is
POV. You through the other person's lens.
Y'all hear that?
my own point of view. Y'all,
He didn't know what that means?
I was say Miles, don't say
that's part of that's a film.
I thought it was STD.
That's what you have.
POV.
That's what you have. You are now the BV.
Right.
I do have BV.
Yeah.
So I have BV.
We are not promoting.
Yeah, no, we're not.
No, he's promoting.
It's okay. We gave the disclaimer.
Okay, how do y'all think people look at y'all through their lens?
Wow.
Everybody look at me.
I'm starting with you. Tell them.
Everybody like
ladies first.
Damn.
Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first.
Oh
my Lord, she about to take forever.
No, I think people on the outside looking in, I feel like people really think that I can do a lot more than what I think I can. So they think, maybe more high of me.
So they put more on you than you feel you can handle. That's what you think people think of you.
Not necessarily. I feel like I can handle it. It's just bringing it out of me. Like once I be like, okay, maybe I can do this, or okay, maybe they was right. They got a point. So
they see more in you than you see in yourself.
At that time, yes.
Gotcha.
And I can always go.
Gotcha.
I can definitely understand that.
Gotcha.
What now? Let's break down the.
Don't ask her.
Here we go.
Questions.
Here we go.
Don't ask her.
Let's break down.
One wasn't enough.
No. Let's break down the because we got different sides now. You talking about just people. So now let's go how women view you and how men view you.
Yeah.
Separately.
That's interesting.
What up, though?
These are all our thoughts, though. Correct?
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking.
And let's look how grown women look at you, and how women your age look at you, and then look how men older than
Because
you.
how I'm grown looking at her, I think she's only 2.
Okay.
12.
No, 2.
Okay.
Well, well, for women that are around my age group and things like that, they think I'm a really cool person.
Okay.
Funny, real, loyal, dependable.
I love you, but you're 2.
You said dependable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I get that all across the board.
I can vouch for the dependable part.
Definitely.
She is definitely dependable.
Thank you.
She gonna give you some advice. It might not be good all the time, but she's gonna give you some advice.
I'm there for
She's
you.
gonna be
Y'all
there.
had different talks. I don't think me and Todd talked to her like y'all talk.
Because sometimes she's an adult, and then sometimes she's a child.
It's really the best of both worlds.
So
depending on
I
what
only
you get.
talk to her when she's an adult.
Let's go to the men. Let's go to the men, and we talk about men of your generation and older.
They think I'm a sex pot. I don't understand.
That's the thing. Men of my generation,
you got YNs.
Yeah.
Those are the ninjas we were talking about.
Yeah, men of my age, I don't think that they're coming with the heat. I feel like they feel like a lot of things can fly, or that I'm just gonna kind of.
This is why I don't even do Instagram. I got one motherfucker watching me.
It's you.
Nobody cares for you.
How many people you got, Brittany?
I don't know. I don't know how to read none of this.
I don't know.
You got. Look. That's.
I mean, there's some people. Hey, people. Hey, I didn't think
Or
people.
you can see in the corner, or you can see up there in the corner.
Me tired loners.
Yeah, I got one person.
We got a whole Instagram tutorial.
Listen, we don't. The thing is, we don't usually go live on Instagram.
Yeah.
So like our Instagram people, followers, friends.
Yeah.
I don't like to call y'all followers. I call y'all friends.
I like to call y'all supporters.
Thank you.
Yeah, they don't see us. What up, Dulcie Milts?
Give a shout
What
out.
I'm saying is, they're not looking for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, she usually just posts a video of her out with her friends doing something silly.
Look,
Maybe
okay.
How the older guys view you?
It ain't off me yet.
No, it's about to be.
So with the older dudes, I feel like they actually are able to see me for me.
So they come with the heat.
Yeah.
Oh, they own you.
All right.
Oh, they own her.
Yeah, that's not good.
They like animal.
They are more on the aggressive side. Like they are more direct in saying what it is that they want.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, your eyes lit up a little bit. Okay, that's what's up.
She got excited. That's part of the difference between the men and the ninjas.
Yeah.
Go ahead, B. What about you?
What was the question?
The question.
It must got cold. It's kind of got cold in here, evidently too.
Okay, Brittany, go ahead. Jesus
know.
Christ.
What is the question?
I had asked.
What is the question?
I had asked, how do you think people view you? We gonna first start with people in general, and then we go to the men and women.
I feel like they all view me the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think people believe I have a certain presence when they first meet me because I respect myself and carry myself with a certain presence. Right. And then I think after they have a conversation with me, is instantly like, I had no idea you were this cool.
Yeah.
You were so cool. I had no idea you were down to earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I feel like everybody personally views me.
Everybody don't like you, Brittany.
I don't care.
I'll just let you know.
I never really cared.
And that's life.
But it start off like that. It might be people like, I don't like, and it's usually because of the presence.
Yeah.
Got you.
And then after they talk, like, dang, she cool. I didn't really know she was that cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because but you coming from a 2-parent household.
You love to say that. You love to say that.
I think he say that because it matters. It shows. It matters, and it shows the difference.
As a person who has it, and I see people that don't.
Yeah.
I am grateful for it. It matters. It brings such a difference because there's balance and there's a level of confidence that I have and I walk with knowing who I am, what I represent, what I stand for. And a lot of people can't handle that because they haven't seen it. So they don't know the truth. They don't know what it looks like.
Right.
And it might come off as arrogance, but it's not. It's just I know who I am.
Got you.
So yeah, a lot of people might be as far as guys, they trying to figure out how old I am. It's usually my thing, and then when they actually have a conversation, it's like, okay, so she's somewhere in here. I don't know exactly where she's at, but she's here, and then it's like, okay, she lived a little bit, or she hasn't lived enough, or something like that.
But that's the volumes for them to be able to know that,
and then for
the age range.
Yeah, I love
just
it.
off conversation. Yeah,
I got 17-year-olds trying to hit on me, and it's like, thank you, thank you, but you're a baby. I love it. But then, as far as women, it's the same thing. Like, it's the same. Like, who she thinks she is, and then they like, hey, pretty cool.
Brittany, you kind of cool.
You are cool. Though.
You kind of cool. Please.
Thank you.
You cool with me? Even when you go off, you cool.
Yeah.
I don't look at you no different. Like you still my dog.
Even when the war happens.
Even when you go off.
Even when the war.
Arrogant, but you okay?
See,
y'all, this is the crew right here.
I don't. What's going on? I personally think arrogance is like self pride, and I don't feel that I'm arrogant. I feel that I am. I used to be arrogant. I'll say that.
When you was balling, when I was playing ball.
That when I was in the school with the white people, like, listen, get out my face. You know, I was a little bit of arrogance, but I grew up, and it's like, no, I'm really confident. Like, I'm just a confident person.
I get that.
Because they, like, the white girls, she's strong.
Yeah.
You know, like, they real. Yeah. And
Timid.
sometimes it's done on purpose because I can. Because it's like, I know where you coming from. And then sometimes it's just who I am.
Got you.
I'm glad the YNs be still hitting on you.
Oh my goodness, that's so cute. It's flattering. It's so flattering for a 17-year-old to come and play. Hey, girl. A white dude came up to me the other day. Did I tell you about that? I was in CVS and it was a white dude came up to me and he handed me a piece of paper. He was like, "Here you go." So you know me, I'm instantly, wait, what is that? Hold on, ain't nobody trying to kidnap me.
Exactly.
You know, because I was on the phone. So I was like, let me watch my surroundings. And he had his number, his name on it. And he was like, I would like to take you out sometime. My name is...
Now,
and
why can't people do that?
He said, I saw you when you walked in. I thought you were very beautiful. I saw you on the phone, so I didn't want to, bother you. And I wanted you to have this, so call me when you're free. And I said, thank you so much. And then, no, I didn't. And I was on the phone with somebody and they were like, who was that? Were they black or white? I said, so it was a white guy. And they were like, now why couldn't a brother come up to you?
Wait. Now was
that is all I'm saying.
Was he visually appealing to you though?
No, he's not a white guy I ever would have went for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay.
But maybe if he was a white guy I would have went for it. I probably would have been like, yeah, maybe. Why not? But if it was a brother,
let you walk through this door with the
phone
white
would
boy.
have been picked up.
Let you walk through this damn door.
I prefer my brothers.
He gonna be a
but
little
if they can't figure out where I'm going.
Yeah, for me it's been a mixed batch. You got some people that are confused about how old I am as well.
Yeah.
Also, some people think that I'm approachable. Then you got some people that think I'm mean. Our first impression because I'm so straightforward. But that's because I'm blunt. I don't really like to play around too much. Like in the beginning.
When did we first meet?
We first met up old building. I came up one day. I substituted one of my days until I could be.
I remember.
The Jay-Z Lil Wayne debate. That's
Kevin.
Yeah,
Study Kevin was there.
Yeah, that's how we first met. But
Study Kevin.
But before, before that, I was a stud. No. So before that,
he gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again.
Oh.
But before that, I was always in the comments engaging. So we already had somewhat of a rapport. We just didn't meet in person.
Really, that was the first time.
Yeah,
I be thinking everybody know each other.
He was sitting that way, and he had on gray.
Yep.
And glasses. I remember.
He was sitting at the head.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it wasn't. Remember, we were at the old building, so it wasn't like that.
Yep. So but I think it's a mixed batch. But like the old me, especially when it came down to men, men thought I was soft. And then if the men thought I was soft and they was talking about me, the women would think the same thing until they start talking to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't get soft from them.
But I was younger. I'm talking about younger me. Now I don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
I can see younger you.
Younger me, yeah. But now it's not like that. It's very respectful now, actually.
Did you have a beard when you were younger?
No, but I had facial hair. I didn't have a beard though. I didn't have like what I got right now. But I had like the little chin straps.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You had the sad stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't quite connect.
Yeah.
No,
I had to go but this was all skinny.
That's what I said. It didn't quite connect.
I was asking because you said the men said that you were, thought you were soft, and men with facial hair has like a manly, masculine type of presence,
right?
Except for Miles, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But like I said, I got a mix batch. Lately, like when I was working at this winery, it's been a lot of older women hitting on me for whatever reason. I don't know what came about that.
Older women was hitting on you?
Cougars. But the funny thing is, but they all look nice. That was the crazy thing. They all look nice. They all
do y'all have a problem problem with cougars?
No, I don't have a problem.
I mean, because I feel like now men, because it's so much stuff on the internet now with this whole age thing with the aunties and the cougar auntie. Like, do y'all really have a problem with women being a certain age?
Like, if I was single, I wouldn't really care because a cougar, however, they already know what they want. They're not about to really play no games. They're not going to really play no games. They're going to let you know, hey, young man, let's do this.
No, seriously. They calling you young man?
No, I'm just joking.
No, they might. They might.
Young man.
But they don't. They know what they want already. It's not a bunch of. There's no game playing with a younger one. I mean, older one.
I want to make it to the status of being a guy old lady.
So is it nonsense that we're hearing that we're seeing on the internet with a lot of the men talking about some women losing their value and all of that stuff? Like, is that nonsense?
I think that's nonsense.
Are people feeding into this stupid? Like,
what I would say
what minded people feed into it.
It all depends on what type of woman you have.
Right.
Gotcha.
As far as losing value, right?
Gotcha.
You know that when you got with her.
Well, no, because you ain't
you are on pause right now.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm really just saying. I'm just
listen. Like if you get with a chick and she got a diaper, and you don't know till you get to the crib and try to hit.
Oh, thank you, Master. I appreciate that.
And she got to take her diaper off.
I'm
not really.
We about to work on an inaugural poll too.
You know what I mean? So when you're looking at females losing their value, it's because they have been abused and used up. You feel me?
Yeah.
I always went for older females. That was my shit.
Miles, you look old. It only makes sense that you go for the older women.
Even when he was younger, I think he went for the older ones.
When he was younger, he looked old.
I'll be trying to back him up. I swear, like, I got you.
Because one thing I know about Miles is that Miles mentally is already ahead of his time.
Miles is mentally unstable.
I can see him being. He's one of the guys that could be the student messing with the teacher and keeping it on the low.
That's me.
You know what I'm saying?
Not the teacher, the counselor.
There you go.
Listen,
work.
I mean, I'll be honest with you because what happens is I'm still a sapiosexual.
Right.
I still like things that turn me on mentally.
Right.
The looks is
I'm glad
okay.
you felt
know what I mean? But one thing I learned was my mother a long time ago. She said, "See that girl with that tattoo? See the girl with that tattoo with the little bird? She's gonna have a Batman symbol when she get older."
See, and this is why I didn't want tattoos because I'm like, the body gonna shift. It's gonna change, and it ain't gonna be what it was.
And that's what made
you understand what I'm saying?
I had a guy. He talking about this is a cougar like a squirrel.
Squirrel is wild.
But I couldn't see Miles dating older.
Yeah, me too.
I was told when I was younger to date older, and I always felt like they were too old because when I was younger, I looked like I was 12. Mm-hmm. And now I still look 12. So can you imagine?
13.
Like, can you imagine how I looked when I was actually 12?
Right.
I was looking like I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
Right. So it was really
messing with you and you feel pedophilic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who said that? Somebody said that.
I mean, I would see it.
Oh, Boog said it. He was like, I wouldn't really approach you.
Yeah,
because he was like, I feel like I don't know how old you are. He's like, I wouldn't want to go to jail. Yeah. So that was my
respectfully
life.
though.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
I understand that.
I just really now just started getting hit on for real. Like, because it's like,
okay. You dress like when you dress like
a woman.
I was dressing like this then.
No, you wasn't. Shut up.
It just wasn't there. I would show you. It was just a twig.
Shout out to the hips.
I had nothing.
Miles, how do you think people viewed you, man? Like first impressions or whatever, or view you now?
He talked too much.
It all depends. Right. It all depends on where they catch me at.
Got you.
If they catch me in my mode of thinking, they think I'm mean.
Really?
A lot of people thought I was mean.
What mode was this?
Just like when they hear me talk out or speak out, like about the film shit. I'd be like, we really not nowhere. Oh, he over here dissing us.
Man, the film.
That's their insecurity speaking out.
The film industry here is very. It's a very sensitive topic, and I think in order to have that conversation, you have to talk to people that understand the business side of it, and people that understand the craft side of it,
and the people that are not in the popularity contest.
The people that understand to look at the blueprint that we've all looked at growing up with.
If somebody,
don't waste your time talking to people that's not even on that level.
If somebody can't see themselves with someone else, with somebody is that. They should understand they're not where that person is.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Bottom line.
Because everybody's trying to get to the Jay-Z level, whether they recognize it or not. You know what I'm saying? So for me here,
if they're in the music industry,
any form of industry, but for me, whatever you're in, and if you cannot take people, I'm not gonna say constructive criticism because it's just criticism. If you can't take construction, let's just say that, in any business that you're in, then you don't need to be in that business.
No, not at all.
So like, if you're in the film industry here, we're specifically talking about here, and you can't handle somebody saying, hey, maybe you can you might not like how they said it.
Right.
But if what they said has some truth to it, maybe you need to take a step back and say, maybe I could tweak some things, or maybe I need to still grow, or
But most people are so sometimes intimidated by what I say, right?
Well, you kind of bold
because you say what people are thinking.
Yeah, and
he's bold,
and I don't have nobody to answer to. It's like majority of my life I created my own opportunities. So me saying something, they're like, "Well, that's because you know what I mean?" It's like, but I showed you how to do it.
Yeah,
I had a friend. Well, I still have a friend. Hopefully,
me and you almost wasn't friends a few weeks ago. It was how you said it to me.
The friendship.
Brittany, don't know.
So that's the end of the friendship.
I went home and had to think though.
Well, he had a t-shirt business, and he was spending $10 to $15 every time we got a t-shirt.
Right.
I showed him how you only have to spend $4, and months went by, he's still doing the same thing. And then now he depressed. Man, I ain't making no money and not really selling my shirts because your profit margin fucked.
Yeah.
If you would be doing it at $4 and you sell it for $25, you have a $21 profit. But yet and still, that means if you sell 10 shirts, you have $200 in profit.
So it seems like you got more so intimidated. Like the intimidation came more so from men. So what about the women?
Well, I think you also have a different mind too, and I think you got to understand people aren't dealing with your level.
Yeah, but at the same time, but if you know somebody, if I know Todd is good at something, why not just ask Todd or have Todd say, Todd, let's partner up and you do that part and I do this part.
Some people don't have common sense. Isaiah said we have too many people coddling other people's delusions and not telling them the truth.
Facts.
He a little loud.
We Isaiah who? Thomas?
Spencer, he came to the show.
Well, he need to come back.
He coming back. Isaiah, we want you back. He coming back on the show.
Because he is absolutely correct. The way you and Chanie
I was say he a little loud, Isaiah.
I work hard to stay out of delusion. Not Shani's delusion.
Here's the thing: it's different spectrums of delusion.
Chanie, Gigi, and Maria delusionals.
Gigi go in and out.
Gigi.
Shout out to Gigi.
Gigi is half and half. Telly delusional.
And Brittany straddling the fence.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Brittany straddling the fence.
I know when I have.
She on a tightrope like
Brittany,
this.
Brittany is aware, and I know when I have entered delusion.
See, that's what I said, Jude.
I know when I have entered delusion.
It's okay.
And when I get there, I'll be like,
I'm going on Facebook
Step
for this
back
live.
out.
I feel.
Oh, Facebook is live too.
You like bio?
I never went live on Facebook.
I feel not loved.
If I go live on Facebook, I'm gonna have one person.
Live on Facebook.
How you go live on Facebook? Look at me, y'all. Listen,
you gotta go see y'all. Act like you're making a status.
I should have went live on there too.
Yeah. How you got 2 phones?
No.
And one for the low. But if somebody
little squirrel face is crazy.
no, she can split her screen.
Oh, we're looking like Tommy Davidson. No.
Oh my God.
Really.
No.
But have anybody ever like has anybody point of view you like kind of thrown you off?
Yes.
Go ahead, get started. Telly.
We can't do that right now, Z. We gonna talk, but you gonna have to come in the studio. But I got you, Isaiah.
And y'all can still call in too.
What you talking about? What Isaiah?
That's what I
said. He was about to do the video live. But not today, baby.
We appreciate you for tapping in, though.
Are we calling in?
Yeah. 810.
Are we calling in?
Yeah.
Okay, you can call in, Isaiah. 810-560-0658. We gonna talk about it. That's why I'm live on IG today because Comcast messing with us right now. But we gonna upload this later on Facebook.
Yeah.
But you can call in. You said has any point of views changed?
Like you heard a point of view of yourself that made you like look at it different, like take a step back and be like, I wonder if it's true.
What Miles said to me. I don't want to
share with the people.
Tell me, go ahead.
I've heard that I was mean. That I just come across very mean and very cold, and I'm like, who, me? I think that I'm very nice, but
was they going off of your RBF or actual conversation?
RBF.
Okay, then that makes sense.
What is RBF? Help me out.
Resting bitch face.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
What's the number? 60 what?
5600658.
I'm like 6. But yeah, because
resting bitch face. I never heard of that.
Because when I'm just sitting and I'm chilling, no, I'm not gonna be smiley and a kiki. But if somebody does a kiki. Size. But if somebody do approach me and was like, "Hey, want to have a conversation?" I'm like, "Hi, how are you?"
Miles said it to me.
What did I say?
Oh, Brittany, don't nobody wanna.
What
you say? You better fill in the blank.
Can I say it?
Say it with demearness.
No, you gotta say it like you said it.
Oh damn.
Let me put the camera on.
I used that word.
You did, but it was you said it hard.
I said because Brittany, nobody want to fuck you.
He said harder than that. But I got
it.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I need to hear the backstory though.
No, we'll talk about it off air because it was
making love and sexing is different.
No. It was definitely. It was just when he said it at first. It was like. But I know what he was talking about.
It was just
it was just how he said it. Like, I'm about to be real with you. He's like, can I be real with you? I was like, please, Miles, don't lie to me. Like, I don't like people to lie. Just tell me the truth.
Yeah.
And he was like, don't nobody want to. And it was like.
So what now?
But that's not what he meant.
Right, got you.
So when I had to go home.
So what's going on, y'all? Comcast got the internet. They doing the update.
They doing something on the internet, yeah.
And so we're not live. So I just came to y'all because I felt more.
He had no friends on IG.
I had no friends on Instagram.
Like more of the story.
So I came here. Rhea said I'm at BJ, so I can't watch it anyway.
Oh, hey, Rhea.
Hey, Miss Rhea.
Good morning. We're gonna upload the show later on YouTube. When I said it to her, we was talking about a particular thing.
We were talking about business.
And I realized that sometimes we don't think people is really watching us, and sometimes people use different approaches to get different people's attention.
Right.
And sometimes people try to use that as a situation maybe they can get in. Mm-hmm. And that's why I said what I said.
Okay. But it was to answer your question when you said, have anybody ever said, and I had to go home and I had to think about it. And then I talked to him the next day after I processed it, and he was like, that's all I was saying.
Got you.
Yeah. But
I'm glad you were able to do that.
It's
take
called
that step
being
back.
receptive.
Yeah, because I probably would have did that later. I probably would have said what I had to say first and then called back like, you know what?
I didn't go off or anything like that. And the reason why I shout out, I'm not shouting that fool out, but my ex was really blunt like that, and he would say certain things and it would be like, is this ninja trying to hurt my feelings?
Right.
But he was just like,
first of all,
I don't know.
That's how you gained your tough
skin. She said, no, go ahead, say it. Go ahead.
But that's one thing you can do with me is be honest with me. Like, I'm not gonna react.
I don't like a beautiful lie. Give me the ugly truth.
Like, just tell me the truth. And I didn't react any type of way. It was just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
In all, though, I want to ask y'all, we ain't gonna start with you, Telly, this time.
Thank you.
I was gonna get my point of view of Miles when I first met you.
Okay, yeah. Let's go around the table and do that.
When I first met Miles.
That's funny.
When I first met Miles. I didn't take him seriously. I did not. I met him on Entangled.
You're right.
And I didn't take him seriously at all. I'm like, who is this goofball? Like, he talked so much smack. He was always wearing a gray shirt or a navy blue shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember people had on. But he just was like, I never took him seriously.
Okay.
And then when people was like, you don't know who Miles is? I'm like, no. Like, I know he comes, he talks smack. Like, he was just a goofball. And they was like, man, Miles put all this, So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I remember asking him, I did my first demo reel. Mm-hmm. And I asked his opinion on it. And he was like, okay. He was like, not bad. He was like, only thing I would suggest you, like, if you're playing an old lady think about your body, think about your movements and stuff like that. And then that was the advice that he gave me, and that was it. And I found out that he was spiritual because we connected on Take Me to the King.
That's what's up.
Nice.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
That was my first impression of Miles.
My first impression of you, Brittany, you was just super cool. You gave me like before I actually met you, you always given this I'm already a star vibe. Like you never, like you ain't really bothered by much, but you know you there. And if you're not there, you about to get there, and you ain't about to have to ride no coattails. You just know you gonna do it off your own merit. That was my first impression of you.
Oh, well, thank you. I received that.
Telly, my first impression of you, it was like you was closed off, but you was open for the right person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like you, and you seemed like you was very intelligent, but you didn't like to show your intelligence.
I can agree with that, because I was definitely more closed in when I first got here.
My first impression of Brittany was that she was like in a star. I mean, she was a star already. She just had to recognize it, right? Mm-hmm. Like when I seen her perform, and I told Melissa, I was like, Melissa, oh, she dope as hell. You need to get her to do some more characters. Right. You know what I mean?
Top of the top, caller, you on the air.
Hey, caller.
Hey, this is Isaiah Spencer. What's up, y'all?
Hey, Isaiah.
Hey.
That wasn't me. That wasn't my voice. So,
you can't go that high.
No,
that was so. I don't even care what voice y'all use.
All right. You so nice.
What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just calling in because y'all had some hot topics about the industry that I thought I could weigh in on.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We're still on that.
Yeah, we're still on.
Yeah, we are actually.
Okay, so what was the question?
God damn it.
Okay, what's the question? Let's get right into it.
Okay, so basically, the topic is we're talking about point of view, like how you're seeing through other people's lenses and things like that. And we were talking about as far as the industry goes, when we see things a certain way, people don't want to see it the way that we see it and feel like we're hating when we're really trying to make it better.
And we're talking about the industry here, correct?
Yeah, only here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's very true. I feel like here you really have to drink the Kool-Aid, right? You know,
red or blue.
It's actually red and blue.
It doesn't really matter. I think here you have to be friends to get a role. Here you have to pay $500 for a class to get a role.
Oh, wow. I need you at the round table.
Did I lie?
No.
Did I lie?
No lies detected, Isaiah.
Hey, look, Jay-Z said, keep going. Keep going.
I think for me, I think someone had mentioned how is it you could be perceived in this industry one way and get pigeonholed.
That's
something
true.
like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think for someone who is not really in the popular vote, someone I like me, okay, they look at who I sleep with more so than what I can actually do.
Okay.
You know, and that's not necessarily a fair assessment of an actor, but yeah, it all boils down to who are you friends with. Who are you blowing after this? Who are you? You know, who are you paying?
Oh wow, okay. But why would they be worried about who you sleep with?
Why would they be worried about that?
Right.
I oftentimes run into that in a casting room. I have to act before I actually act as the character, because here, as an openly gay actor, there are a few roles that they can only give you. Right? You are the gay best friend. You are the hairdresser. You are the assistant. You are not a lead. We don't know how to write for you, right?
Well,
and why is that? Is it that you don't know how to write, or you don't know how to write for me?
Well, just put it like this: most of these people is not talented. They're not really writers, right? They're reciters. They only see whatever they seen before. That's what they regurgitate back out. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't even know that the guy who played Clara Huxtable's father,
he was gay.
He was openly gay. And
that wasn't Clara's father. That was
Bill's father.
Bill's father.
Bill Cosby. So he had a partner for 55 years. And he was an openly gay male. And so the whole thing is, what I tell my gay friends, I said, listen, if you want to act the part, be the part when you get there. You know what I mean? And if you be the part when you be there, it's hard for people to try to even pick apart who you are, what you do with your own life.
Okay.
I feel that, but at the same time, other people in our community are not acting before they get there. Like, if you wanted to play a thug, they're not going to say, "Oh, come in here and rock me first, and then do the role."
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But my suggestion first of all, maybe you're just too good for this area, for this local area anyway.
Have you thought about relocating?
Moved from California. It's a really, really hard business.
Yes,
you know,
it is.
like, again, you run into who do you know, who's your friends. Again, the casting couch, who are you sleeping with? I don't do any of that, so you have a little bit of a harder road ahead of you.
So even though, do you feel like you're being shunned, or you feel like you only getting cast? What you call that?
Typecast.
Typecasted.
Yeah, I think it is a bit of typecasting, and then I also think the writing is just not there. Like you said, we don't really have writers, and when they write, it's a little bit around the same kind of subject, same kind of character, same kind of like John, you know, like T1, he slept with my sister. Oh my God, my sister crazy. You know, like it's very 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Okay. Well, I would just say keep going, brother, and then no matter how what your sexual preference is, just be the best actor you could possibly be. And go,
that's all you can do.
And go for roles. I mean, I told my friend, she's very curvaceous, right? And she's very pretty. I said, cut all that shit off. Don't wear no extended weave. Go in there with your regular hair. Don't wear no lashes. Be yourself.
You know, Halle Berry used to do that.
Right, and just break yourself down to the point if they only gonna see you act and don't look into who you are. Like, I have a friend, he has breasts actually, right? Mm-hmm. And so
they bigger than yours?
Yes, they are. He got boobs, and so
they bigger than mine.
Brittany, come on now, my daughter's bigger than yours.
Dog,
She probably is.
So,
she probably is.
No, but seriously, he has implants, and when he go in like a bodyguard.
Oh, okay.
And he's openly gay, and he do the shows. I forgot what the shows is called. I don't want to mess up the community, but he do the shows. But when he go like he's a buff security guard. He goes in with the bulletproof vest, and so he got a part. And when he did the part, he had to change. And it wasn't. He said he wasn't even thinking. He took off his stuff, and his titties came out. He said, "Dog, you should have seen their face." And then they went to tell the director, and the director was like, "But he's doing a good job. What you want me to do?"
Right, exactly.
Well,
just keep doing the work.
Shout out to Henri Franklin for saying this. He said the first audition is yours, the second one is theirs.
Yeah.
So whatever and however you see that character, that's who you going in there.
And you're going to see more of Henri, too. Matter of fact,
we definitely appreciate you calling in.
Thank you,
Thank you, Isaiah.
And you're welcome to come anytime you want to, dear brother.
Yes.
Woo! Thank you so much.
He thought he just wants something.
So Miles, back to what you were saying about Telly. You said where you left off at was
well,
about.
he actually was talking about me.
Talking about her.
Yeah.
Oh, he switched.
He actually was talking about me because
it was
switched trying to be.
Oh.
No, he was talking about me, but I wasn't trying to be the star that I am.
Okay.
I was like, but
I first told Melissa,
I've never heard this.
You never get her to do more characters.
Okay.
And she said, Miles, I don't think she feel comfortable. I said, listen, sometimes people don't know which direction they want to go in, but then they didn't write stuff neither. Like,
got you.
When I first, Brittany was always one of my favorite people. There was certain people in that play. I was like, no, you know what I mean. I would have had Brittany in a particular leading role more so than that. So, won't you try that? She's like, Miles, it's too late. We already branding this. I said, okay. And I actually wanted Brittany for Daddy, I Love Him. You feel me?
Okay. That would have been a good look.
I mean, it would have been a great look.
Yeah.
But I think certain people had things in their mind just because certain questions wasn't answered properly enough for them.
Right.
They took things personally.
Yeah, I was about to say that was that was personal.
Yeah, it was personal. And I just feel like in the film industry, people think they know what they don't fucking know. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't tell me, first of all, if you can't make a star. See, like I used to tell people all the time, I had an innate ability to make somebody what I needed them to be in a sense of doing music. So when I make a record and I make that boy hot, I can actually say I can make a star. You feel me? And I had the ability to make a star.
Right.
Majority of people here, they can't make a star because they don't even have the unselfishness to make another person bigger than them. Everything I ever done, I wanted people to be bigger than me, because you cannot be the smartest person in the room, and you cannot be the most famous person in the room. You feel me? Like Dr. Dre was only known by name, but you barely seen him.
Yeah,
you feel me?
That's true.
But he made a lot of stars, right? But when you look at Snoop wasn't a star because of Dre. Snoop was a star because of Master P.
Oh, that's why he was a star?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
And most people don't.
Why? Make him say,
No, he can't. Snoop went to Master P after that. After Master P stardom. He joined Master P like after Death Row died.
But what they do?
He went to No Limit after Death Row.
And so what he did was
the music?
Listen.
He made an album on No Limit.
The Dogfather. So
what was the song?
That ain't even important. It's how Master P treated him.
Fuck them other niggas. It's alright for my niggas.
Okay, I was saying now that's okay. Look, I'm like, okay, now that's it.
That was on Snoop's album.
I didn't get hyped.
So
was it?
So what I'm saying, so
we wasn't buying albums. Look
at him, like,
first of all,
I only heard the single.
You didn't even get an
just the single.
We was not buying albums at that time.
So you couldn't buy no CDs.
Carlton, shout out to my boy Carlton. He said Master P taught him the business.
Yeah. So
Snoop.
Yeah. So
that's interesting. I would have never thought, because
but that's what he always,
no shade, no tea. I feel like Snoop surpassed him.
Who, Master P?
Yeah.
No.
I do.
Master P is like Ice Cube and all that. Like they all in there.
Yeah, maybe I didn't listen to him enough.
But he's so deep in the game, he don't need to be.
Yeah.
Like if I had to go with business, he would be
Master P?
maybe a business.
Maybe he more so on that side, but I feel like Snoop is still relevant when it comes to the music.
Well, he's
Snoop
more
is
worldly known.
Yeah, because Snoop is always out front.
Yeah, Snoop always on something. How you coaching?
See, I love
the football
Snoop.
team? Yeah, he doing a lot.
But Snoop, I couldn't be with Snoop because Snoop he liked to be seen too much.
But he been married
His hair
for a while.
braided and pretty. Like he just too pretty. I don't have time for that.
I don't know.
Well, he got dreads now.
Well,
it don't matter.
And he keeps them
in front of the camera more
clean,
than
nice,
me.
and retwisted. There you go.
I'm more Ice Cube fan. He know how to shut up and get out the way.
So with that being said,
I don't want him to make another Friday, but go ahead.
I think
We already talked about that.
I think it needed closure. I really do.
We closed it.
No.
What?
It ain't no more
The Friday series.
Because what's going to happen is this. What's going to happen? The new Friday is going to appeal to Chanie groups.
That's why they put DC in there.
Take Chanie out of the equation because she's not in any equation for any part of
That's why
life.
they're putting DC on
She don't
fire in
watch
the
movies.
cast.
She don't do nothing.
We get more calls when we're not even live.
Tell the cop calling you on the air.
You wouldn't say.
Hey,
It's Gigi.
Hey, Gigi.
Where the hell you been at?
It had to be somebody that knew the number.
Right. I started to be like, what's the number?
We show it live.
Okay.
Right.
Only our social medias.
Yes.
Only on y'all social medias.
Yes.
That's how you,
I'm about to switch over to Facebook though. IG, catch me on Facebook. I'm about to switch over. I love y'all.
I'm so embarrassed to go.
What you got to say, Gigi?
Hey, that's all.
Hey.
I don't have a vehicle, so
That's
I
okay.
can't come. That's where I've been.
Well, Gigi, we would definitely come and get you wherever you at.
Pull up on us.
You can put up on us.
JJ.
Question, GGN. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
We talking about POV.
POV. I know.
Hold it down.
You
Who POV though?
that means you can use cream or the little.
So we're talking
oatmeal.
about you through the other.
Okay.
We're talking about like you through other people's lens. So like, how do people view you? And then we gonna
I don't
switch it to how you view. How do you think other people view you?
Hey, Lisa.
I don't know. I think some people think I'm mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you get to know me, y'all know that I'm just a goofball.
A goofball all day.
I ain't never got
Shout out
me.
to my fellow Scorpion. Gigi and Ken come across as me. It depends on how you catch her.
When I first met her, she had donuts.
You got to catch her through her Bible class.
When I first met Gigi, she was bringing donuts.
I really don't remember how I met anybody.
She had a very bubbly attitude.
Yeah, I don't remember the first time I met nobody.
She was smiling.
Yeah, you caught her when she bought donuts. She don't bring shit no more.
That's a lie. She just brought us some duck. Yeah, it went up.
Oh no, Gigi always bought us the smoothies.
Now how y'all gonna lie on here?
I got you.
That's because I love y'all. I mean,
we love you too.
Always a vibe in the morning, so I've been like, oh, okay, let me show.
Look at me learning how to do new stuff.
Brittany about to be live tonight. Look, y'all.
Nidra, we on the air, but we just Comcast is updating us the area, so we just on the social media. Call in at 810-560-0658. 810-560-0658.
I don't
know. What did y'all think when y'all met me? I don't.
Facebook so close to my face.
I don't really care about other people's opinions.
I thought you was cool, Gigi. You was real bubbly. You was smiley when I first met you.
Yeah.
It was like we already knew each other.
Listen, she brought donuts.
I'm trying to go back to when I first met everybody, and I can't say
I remember when I first met you. You had on your hoodie. First of all, let me do the visual.
Who, me?
First of all, we gonna finish with Gigi. Then I'm
with Gigi. I'm not gonna lie. When I first met you, I was like, okay, she cool. She got a fat ass.
Gigi came in with the Tim Hortons Dunkin' Donuts, and she came in with a business mindset, a business attitude.
Yeah, she did have a business mindset.
That was my first time.
She was probably in business casual.
I like Gigi hair. I like Gigi hair when I first met her.
Did you see
it was short.
It was short.
And she had her glasses.
We was just talking about that, Gigi.
Yeah, when I first met her, her hair was dope.
It's
a lot of people
time.
can't pull that off.
Yeah, it's only a few of us that can do it.
Yeah.
It's time.
Well, Gigi barely can do it because her head is. Gigi got a head on
But
her.
you know that's how the women were in the 90s. It was only a few women in the 90s that could rock them short looks.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to all the women that know how to do
natural.
it.
Yeah.
And I like the color. I like the color.
The
my
color
hair.
was popping.
Yeah, it was. It was perfect.
Her lip gloss was popping.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we clicked instantly when I first met y'all. Miles, I
Not so
thought
much,
that
huh?
he was very business oriented, and then I got to know him, and I was like, well, hell, that went to hell.
That went quick.
I never met him as a businessman.
Right.
But I do learn from you. Ty, I thought he was so cool. Like, he always was online, like, checking in. And then he came in, like, you are the perfect gentleman. I was just like,
Thank you.
Yeah.
his wife.
That is so cool.
I appreciate that.
I think me and Gigi, we instantly clicked. Like, I don't know, it was just...
I just remember her having donuts. As a matter of fact,
she brought donuts.
We got on the elevator together, and she
it
had
was
donuts.
history
It was
after
literally
that.
like, hey, and it was cool.
Yep, it was. It was like cool.
It was
Brittany, it was
donuts.
just like we started vibing. Once we got the connections, and then we got the college, started talking about the friends.
Yeah. That was
Listen.
y'all shindig.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm talking about
It was-
college.
she
That's
had
some shit I
donuts.
ain't used to.
Well, that's what y'all need to start writing more movies about college.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
they do.
good.
They do. They
Y'all need to do a movie about PWI, like black people in PWI.
They do,
Yeah.
because that's a real thing. But I think some people don't know how to. Never mind.
I'll give you all the tea.
No, I
Okay.
mean, like, honestly, some people need to start writing college stories.
Yeah.
I would prefer to hear young adult stories and what they have going on. They're a little bit interesting to me.
And Gigi, I ain't gonna lie, when I first met you, I just thought you was business orientated, and then like you was really serious. Shout out to you and Chanie, because I left Chanie and Gigi.
Is that right?
What's up? Yeah. That's right.
They talked to Mason. They had Mason do an interview. I mean, they had Mason do a walkthrough to get the office.
Hey, Chanie.
And actually, they the one who sold Mason on coming over to the office, and that was so dope.
It's so close.
And people don't understand. Like, I don't trust certain people around certain people.
Oh, I don't
Got
trust
you.
a person around a person.
But I did trust Chanie and Gigi because they bounced off of each other so well
Immediately,
and
Yeah.
they wasn't even though they're women, they wasn't hating on each other.
No,
Yeah, Gigi my girl.
Gigi was cool. Chanie was cool.
Shout out to Maria, because Maria actually brought me over.
Introduce you, right?
That's what's up.
Dope. Shout out to
She
Maria.
was like,
Yes.
you would go. She was like, you could come with me. I know somebody here so dope. You want to do your podcast? And,
Your podcast.
And that's exactly how she
Yeah.
and so she brought me over and introduced Yeah.
That's so cool.
To the pool kids.
And then that was it. And then me and Shan, we just goofed.
Yeah,
very much so. And I got to experience that firsthand.
Yeah.
When we all went out. We had a good time that night.
So it was the women time
What you drinking?
Anyway,
and we got
y'all going to Baltimore this year?
Yeah.
Everybody,
I got to see how my schedule is.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Cool.
Brittany going.
I got to see how my schedule flows. I'm flying in on myself. I'm flying in and out.
She flying in on herself.
I think I don't know. I want to drive again. I don't mind
I'm flying
riding
in and out. I'm not riding.
I don't mind riding.
What would you say,
DJ? That wasn't the best delivery.
Gigi, what you say?
Oh no, I was repeating Shan. She was like, I don't mind riding.
She meant that though. That's what she meant.
Yeah, that's what she
That's exactly what she meant.
Yeah, we appreciate you calling
Gigi.
As long as he got his arm.
Tell the dog hi.
Yep.
She know them dogs.
All right, y'all. I gotta go.
All right, Gigi. Thanks for calling.
Say hey to my friend. Yeah.
Listen, I'm going live today, guys, because basically that's what's happening with Comcast. They trying to destroy our lives, so we are using our cellular data to go live on our social medias. So you could tap all of us live except for Chanie. Chanie don't really like nobody.
Right.
So you can tap in. I was on Instagram. I switched over to Facebook to see if I know some people on Facebook. I got more love on IG.
Yeah, because you got more followers probably on there.
I don't have that many. I don't have that much love on Facebook right now, but it's still early.
But
they don't like you.
That's probably.
Miles, my first impression of you, I instantly said, "This is the comedian that comedians hate." And I knew that you wasn't a comedian, but I'm like, I could tell just off him being naturally funny. Comedians hate this guy, and then I was like, he's super smart, but much like Chanie, he don't show it off rip.
Oh no,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I first met Miles, I did meet him. Exactly, I did meet him in the business.
Miles.
Exactly, I call him Mr. Dixon.
When she went, hey, Mr. Dixon, pleased to meet you.
I called this man Mr. Dixon, and now I haven't put a Mr. in front of him.
This is a setup.
I don't feel like he gets a Mr.
No, because I came in, I was all shy, and then he was in his office, and I was like, hi, yeah, I'm here for Mr. Dixon. And then he's like, have a seat. And I'm like, okay, so I sat down, and I'm like, and then after that, after I actually got to know him, I'm like, he not serious.
I can't even imagine Miles being serious.
Exactly, but at the time, I didn't know him, and I'm coming in, I got referred by, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just
I need a haircut, E. Go ahead. My barber just kicked in. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I'm really live on here, but
you say ain't nobody saying nothing.
I got way more friends than Mom.
It's early. It's early.
I'm going back to IG. I don't get no love on Facebook.
Please do. Come on my show.
But yes,
who is that?
Mr.
My
Dixon
homegirl,
is what
Iwana.
Shoot.
She was podcasting before me.
Yeah, and I was trying to be so
she ready to get back to it
because I didn't know.
I'm going back to IG.
What bag it was in. I didn't know the environment, him. So I just wanted to make a good first impression. So I definitely put the Mr. in front of it. I was like, can I?
Now you don't even look at him.
I cannot put the Mr. I cannot.
Melissa, Miles. Like, God damn it. Okay.
Yeah, she might have an attitude. Nothing, Miles. It's fine. It's fine, Miles. I'm fine.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. How do people like perceive y'all now? Like when they see y'all on camera, what is something that they assume if they catch y'all out and about?
I didn't get to say how I saw you.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. This is gonna be interesting.
Go ahead.
No, it's really not. It's gonna be very simple.
That don't mean it's not interesting. Simplicity is key.
See how niggas are. No, really. When she came in, I was like, "Oh, who is this sweet little girl?"
Sweet little girl.
Yeah, because she was smiling. She had on her Oakland. I thought she was,
younger, like still in college.
Because she had on her Oakland University hoodie. It was black. Please don't ask me why I remember what people had on.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
And she had her
black baby down.
She had her hair in a ponytail. She had her nails done. This is how she was sitting. She was like, "Hi," and I was like, "Oh."
So shy.
Yeah, very shy. And
she fake shy to me now.
This is Chantel. She's gonna be, our new producer. And she was like, "Yeah." Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And then the show goes on, and then she had ideas as soon as the show was over.
Yeah,
as soon as the show was over, she had
ideas. Because I
like,
did come in the first time with the ponytail. That's so funny.
I'm telling you, I remember what people had on when I first met them. Don't ask me why.
Yeah.
There's only one person who I know and been knowing for quite some time, and we have no idea how we met, and that's my homegirl CC. We do not know how we met.
Just being in the comment space.
We do not know, and we clicked because we had this conversation. last weekend. We like, how did we meet? We have no idea.
Wow, that's crazy.
It definitely wasn't in the bra section at Walmart.
No, because I have bee stings, and for that,
somebody like them, B. Somebody like them.
Somebody gonna like them. Remember that was in Friday. She was like, "Don't worry about it. I got somebody that like it." Remember that?
Hey, but no. So since y'all been like podcasting, what is something that people like assume about y'all? Because I know y'all done ran into people.
That's a good question. Let me see what people thinking about me now that I podcast. That I talk a lot of smack on the show. Like, yo, you be talking. It's like, no, actually, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or they think the podcast, like, what y'all, you like one of them content creators? No, actually, we're not.
I know people be like, man, sometimes, bro, you be getting too deep. I'm like, too deep? Why? Because I tell the truth.
Yeah. No.
Because when we were talking about love, when they brought up the love
versus sex.
Yeah. Because I said, if people equate love and sex together, they stupid.
Let's please not.
Yeah, because it's not the same thing.
Thank you.
Love and sex is nowhere near the same thing.
Okay, I want to do it.
It's not.
Let's do it. It's definitely one within a second.
No, it's not. But when you said when women stop placing the value in that would be something. And I thought that was very powerful.
Very interesting. Because how can you not?
Like we said, it holds no value.
Yeah. It holds no value.
That thanky thing holds no value.
I said it depends on the person it's attached to.
A lot of men that tell you, like, after they do what they do is all the same.
Yeah.
That's just posting clarity.
And that's what women say too. I thought about that nut like I'm done.
Thank you, D Jones. Okay, because that's what I was saying too. It's all in my face. I thought it was too close.
Now D Jones wants to show.
I was saying. I said.
Now D Jones.
D Jones, listen.
D Jones, don't you got your own morning show, nigga?
Listen, I love D Jones. I've never been live on here. D Jones, teach me the game, coach.
Everybody probably like British.
I've never been live on Facebook. This is my first time going live, so I'm doing this with y'all.
Yes, utilize your resources.
The only reason why we live is because Comcast want to mess up black people.
No, because Comcast don't be caring.
They don't.
And they didn't even call me. They just said, Mr. Dixon, you gonna have an outage in your
Dorian told us we can see your pimples. Why you ain't say nothing?
Right. Telly, what?
He didn't say that.
He did.
Dorian,
I do have pimples.
Telly, what's something that people be assuming about you since they seen you on camera?
Dorian, people assume that I'm more on the childish side.
Okay.
That's because we tease her too much.
No, sweetie, she's childish.
It depends.
No, she's chicken fingers.
I think the only reason why they probably think Telly childish is because of her dating.
Chicken tender.
Her dating
advice. Just take the relationship topics out of it. I think I do pretty good.
So can I ask y'all a question? Because y'all are men and we did say dating. Do y'all think... Would y'all prefer a woman that had like a lot of dating experience or not so much?
I think I just want a woman who love herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It don't matter the experience because if she love herself and know who she is, I ain't got much to worry about.
Well, it's interesting.
Here's this foolishness.
We saw a video the other day, and it was two guys on there, which I thought they were stupid, but they were saying that they didn't want a woman who didn't have a lot of experience.
But why? How would she know how to treat you if she didn't?
They were saying they didn't want it.
They talking about a lot of miles or just dating experience?
No, they said they wanted a woman who actually had a lot of experience. I'm sorry, maybe I said that. Yeah, they want a woman that...
Yeah. I understand that because
I get it.
I mean, that's for anything though.
Yeah.
Because of what? Here's my thing. I've dated the good girls and I've dated the girls around the block. Here's the difference. The girls around the block, if they're willing to slow down, they know how to treat a man because they've been around a lot.
Yes.
Okay. Then you got the girl who hasn't been around like that. She's going to be nice. She's going to be cool. You can mold her, but it's only so much she's going to understand about men.
Yeah.
That's the downside.
So then she need to date more.
Yeah.
Whoa. So I say that to say because I've been trying to get her to date more and she won't date.
Well, here's the thing.
Because here's the thing.
There's one thing about Telly. You can't tell her or suggest her to do shit.
Yeah,
that's not true.
Listen,
you do. This is what you do. You suggest it, and then you don't say anything else about it, and then weeks later, she'll do it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But she
I get it done.
She operates in rebellion.
Yeah. She reminds me of a 17, 18-year-old person. Be like, I'm not gonna do that shit,
and then gonna turn around and do it.
Then, all right.
Yeah, turn around.
Because now I gotta show you.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Yeah,
that's true.
She is.
Yeah. I think a lot of people.
Not catching with y'all.
I think since I've been podcasting, I've heard a lot of I'm crazy because Yeah, because I say exactly what I mean. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. I don't care about whose feelings I hurt or nothing like that. And I'm not here to hurt feelings. I just say what's really on my mind. Right. Yeah. A lot of people think. Yeah. A lot of people think that I'm crazy for that.
I mean, I guess the most I don't know. I wouldn't get crazy. I would say people are looking more like, oh, Brittany, you cute.
Kevin told me I was crazy,
but I haven't heard nothing bad.
I wouldn't say that you crazy either. I would say that y'all more direct and blunt, and people don't be expecting y'all to say what y'all say.
We're gonna get called crazy for the people that are not direct. Yeah, so I get it. I don't look at it as a bad thing.
I think Kevin is crazy. I think Miles is sane. Okay. I think Miles is just a goofball.
Got you.
I don't think you're crazy. I think you're just very passionate about what you speak.
Miles
like you just
having some points.
You seem like boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Like you just seem like you are one of the boot camp people, and you trying to whip people.
We going that near the boy.
Yeah, like it just seems like you're trying to whip people in the shade. You know what I'm saying? Because you speak with a lot of passion.
Yeah.
For such a small frame, it's passionate and strong.
This time, and where your shirt at?
Or okay. Be like, we're not doing that today. You know, like, dang, why you so
It was just like earlier. All right, y'all, what's the topic?
Yeah, like we was trying to have a moment. No, we ain't doing that today. But it'd be the hand motions for me.
And the hand be
like, like we're not doing that today. Like, hey, Ty, calm down. Or he'll hit the door. You know, lock that. We ain't doing that on this show.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, Todd, all right.
That'll do it. You're like, okay.
No, because I'm big on being professional, man. Even like when
that's
we
what you get from there.
When we live, oh my God, I hate little stupid interruptions. You know what I'm saying? When people that don't like to care that we live, you know?
Well, Miles doesn't care what we do.
No, Miles care. He just can't control the other people.
At least Miles hit me with the.
No, let me tell you what, because we could be having a heart to heart.
Yeah.
And we could be going really deep.
Oh, God.
And somebody about to shed a tear. I'll tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to take a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that is Miles.
So disrespectful.
I tell my truth.
We definitely get more calls off here.
Yeah, right. That is crazy.
We running this tomorrow.
Top of the top.
Same
you
place.
there.
Ty, what's up, man?
What up, though?
Hey, man. Say, man. Hey, man. Say, man.
What's the deal?
I feel like that needs to be in the movie.
Okay, and it's 11:11.
My Brit had to do she did a bad version of me, bro.
Why is you such a hater? I'm an actress. I did an amazing job. That's Oscar-worthy performance.
Nah, you did an amazing job in Broad Day. That's another conversation.
With that, though.
Hold up. This Brittany on Broad Day.
I can't stand
$2,000.
I hate that line too. I said it hard.
I like that line. $2,000.
So
that ain't enough to risk my life over.
But Cal, you know he be speaking passionately.
Oh yeah. You know, Ty. Ty move into space like he been in the space a decade, which I applaud though.
Right.
I applaud it because he hit me one day. Hey Cal, man, make sure you don't hit that table, man. We can hear that. Like I was like, hey, you know what? Like I appreciate it because it's like I'm still trying to figure this sound stuff out.
I know that's right. Well,
and I could appreciate the correction,
Ty remind me the sergeant on the Soldier Story.
I'm telling y'all, I get boot camp vibe from Ty.
It's crazy. A lot of people think I've been in the military. Swear.
Really? That's how you act.
I swear.
You walk like a cop.
It's funny. I've been closer to that life than Ty, though. That's crazy.
He has this militant
demeanor
to presence. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Angela Dupree. Won't you drop your phone number in my inbox so I can call you?
Hey, Cal, what was your first impression of everybody on the show?
I would say the same. As far as Shan, that was the same. As Britt described it, it was pretty much the same. I thought she was like a little shy, but I knew she was about business. I could tell.
Yeah.
Britt, I could see her in the acting role, and I could see that even before she could say, I'm an actress. I could kind of see that on her. She looked like the college girl,
Yeah.
Got you.
With niggas on her bed.
She was like, she gave me the church girl vibe.
Church girl.
Gigi. She attends.
She gave me the church girl vibe. That's just what I picked up.
Oh, could you?
That's what I picked up.
He came on a different day.
She was in business.
Casual.
He said she was the church girl vibe. That ain't what I meant.
Yeah.
I met the
and you know what? Them church girls is really cool.
Yeah. You ain't see her doing the Poscas.
I got to figure out how to do this.
The Poscas was Poscering.
Yeah, the first Poscas, Gigi was twerking.
Yeah,
that
she
was
smoked
funny.
that.
Yeah, I left, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah, me and Bite.
I didn't see that.
I always leave.
Keep going, Cal.
Look at Miles. Keep going.
Get to me,
Mr. Miles. You know you Yoda. You know I put that in your live. You Yoda.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Go, you must even.
I'm not about to play with this.
Hey, look, I'm gonna think I got the answer, but you gonna actually tell me the answer, but it's gonna be actually explained to me a different way.
And that's what's up.
Total different way.
I mean, I gotta talk to people where I feel comfortable, because if I don't find a way to talk to certain people, like I feel like Brittany, I could talk to Brittany any kind of way. I can't talk to Chanie any kind of way, because Chanie gonna say, wait a minute.
Well, yeah, clear that up, because I don't want people to be thinking like you being disrespectful.
Yeah. No.
Ain't nobody gonna disrespect. Britt gonna just start roasting you.
Yeah.
Britt gonna leave.
I can be totally honest with Brittany,
She gonna look at you and leave.
without Brittany having the attitude that I know of until she get home and think about it.
I have an attitude?
No. With Chanie though,
I told you I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna probably get attitude here, then I'm gonna call you later.
Here's the thing: Chanie arm could be bleeding, so Chanie arm bleeding. No, here's the thing: it's not really
when she
bleeding.
hit you with the,
I just scraped it.
No, and she on the phone.
Yeah.
She
That's
mad.
it.
That's like, she mad. You didn't hit.
You either hit a whelp or 3 okay.
That'll do it.
At the end of the day gonna end. I said what I said.
No, this how you know she pissed. I'm fine.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
she
enunciate fine. Like
she started hitting that iPad all hard. Like,
And she ain't even hitting the button. She just hitting the motherfucker shit.
Like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
So what about Todd? What about Todd, Cal?
But see, it's different because like me and Todd, we know each other from a different environment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
still
I knew who he was prior to this.
But then he had the same military.
But he fits in the space like a puzzle piece, though.
Gotcha.
That's what's up.
Appreciate that, man.
That's real. Cal.
He still has the militant vibe.
Hey man, say man.
Yeah.
Every time you say that, I keep thinking of his friend with with the last name.
Milton.
What?
Milton.
No.
Who the hell you talking? Who the
The travel guy.
That's what I just said.
Carlton.
And his last name Milton?
Yeah. Millender.
See, that's why when you say
it's close.
That's why when you say that, it makes me think of that.
It looked like Milton.
Yeah. It's
No,
Millender.
anytime you say Milton, it makes me just think of his last name.
Shout out to Carlton.
That nigga won't never call me back.
Did y'all see my Carlton move?
Thank you so much, Cal.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Cal.
Thanks, Cal. Hey, man. Say, man.
All right.
That's the Players Club right there.
It is.
Top of the top caller, you on the air.
I'm going to have to put y'all on my AT&T Wi-Fi plan.
Exactly. All right.
Hey, we definitely calls not being live.
Yes, this is wild work.
Yeah, this is real super ratchet today.
Nonetheless, we reached
we making it work.
You made it, Dorian.
And look, you're getting more phone calls because of it.
Yes, that's something to think
Because
about.
black people can't just got to do something opposite.
At least y'all know we here.
Yeah.
Y'all know we here.
Well, let me see. What was the subject about? I know y'all assume I'm out my goddamn mind. So
no, we talking about POV.
How did you view everybody that's on the morning show?
Did you when you first met them?
Okay, let me start with the strangest thing. I actually met Chantel first.
Okay.
I met her doing filling in for my cousin because he was playing away games. I guess it was with Tia and Carmen. That's how I met Carmen. And we did a show.
We talking about Miss Carmen?
Over there in the IBM building. But, when it comes to Miles, Miles and Ty remind me of people that I've often encountered or came up with. Like Ty reminds me of the dudes growing up in Rosedale Park, right? Really middle class neighborhood. A lot of dudes went to different high schools. Nobody just went to, Henry Ford or Redford. Everybody went to different schools, So Ty reminded me of this, like certain dudes that was like the players. Because I know a lot of dudes that's like DJs and the hip hop rappers.
Yeah.
I grew up with Maurice Malone. Remember Maurice Malone?
Yeah.
Dude? I know Miles know who he is.
Yeah, I know exactly who he is.
And so I was always around creatives, and I've always knew people that looked at people, they don't know how to read the chapters. Like Miles, like I said, he's a quiet genius.
Oh, thank you, brother.
I thought he was pretty loud.
No, I'm just look, just no bias on it, for real. Like, just off the encounters, like the information that he's offering is timeless. It's almost as like for all of these people that are in the podcasting and music or movie world, Miles is like almost like a guru.
Oh, thank you, dear brother.
Yeah, I will say
because
that.
of the ideas and how he's going as far as that's what I see.
Thank
now
you.
when it comes to Brittany, Miss Perfect,
You better, not too much.
Tread lightly.
No. Like I told her when I got a chance to talk to her personally, she reminds me of the women that we wish that we had more of. Someone that was raised by two parents, grounded in religion, educated, had some street smarts. Don't have to be like she know how to cook up bricks and nothing like that, but carry herself in a manner of a lady, because we don't see that much. That's why I call her Miss Perfect for that very reason. It's not an insult. It's actually me acknowledging, like, if you had to look at a black woman and you wanted to look for a perfect wife, someone that you can vibe out with, that's gonna keep you kind of rooted in who you are, and like you're not everything. Keep your ego in check, keep the hoovers down, no matter how successful you is. Brittany is that kind of person.
Oh,
That's what's
Thank
up.
you.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's the kind of she's. That's why I say I like women who are reserved, but see, I'm a fish though, right? So I kind of need a tough female always, because I have a thing where I'm unmanageable, right? I am completely unmanageable. You have to know how to manage me. You can't dominate me. You can't run me. I'm esoteric.
What?
I'm a moron.
I thought you were a Sagittarius.
retarded. Yeah, I'm a fish.
No, he's a lot of words.
Pisces.
You gotta know how to work with him.
Yes, my wife has to do a whole lot. She knows just temperance with me. She knows when to be mean, when not to be. But at the same time, she reminds me of Brittany. That's what I'm saying, like natural. I don't all that weave and being pretentious. Look, you would never think she's in the medical field and she's an actress, but she's humble and she can probably play the multitude of different ranges. But that's what I got from y'all. That's what kind of attached me to y'all. It's like, actually, this is a little therapy. You know what I'm saying? I have to have something to attach myself and pour myself into. I've been learning that having to pour yourself into different stuff when you're grieving. That kind of helps. And this is therapy, because I don't have a set schedule. So if I know Monday through Friday at 9:30, I can just, and if I'm not doing nothing, I can, whether I'm driving or I'm at the crib cleaning up, boom, I got something I can open up and vent to a little bit.
Monday,
that's
through Friday.
I thought it had.
That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you so much, Dorian.
But no, we appreciate you. Thank you, Dorian. We love that you call in, and we love that you call in and you always give your input and insight on different things. So we definitely appreciate you.
I try not to come off too brother knowledge all the time.
We appreciate it.
Well, in all honesty, you just can't help it.
It wouldn't be you if you didn't.
We definitely appreciate you, bro.
Oh, for sure. Appreciate y'all.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's Dorian, y'all. Dorian has been supportive since I was
for a very long time.
And I'm kind of glad, like the internet back up now, but it's keep going in and out.
Yeah, it don't matter.
But it don't matter.
He said this is real ratchet
we in this
today.
thing, okay?
We did it,
and we still reaching the people.
and the people still calling in. And
we actually got more calls today.
That's true.
But people be in the comments though.
Yeah,
that's true. I think that's why people really calling, because the comments people.
That's how you know that people really rock with you.
Speaking of comments, Rhea said, "I thought Miles was arrogant. I thought Shan was quiet. I thought Britt was bougie. I thought Lake was sarcastic and funny. Todd, I thought Todd was laid back. And I feel like she's accurate.
And
Okay.
you was all the way right.
You right. Listen, I am not offended when somebody calls me bougie.
He's like, okay.
I am not offended. Thank you, Miss Rhea.
Yes,
I am never offended when I'm called bougie.
Because you're right.
Yeah, everybody definitely did think I'm quiet. I am.
One thing Dorian said that's not true.
What?
I am not into religion. I am into spirituality. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clear that one up. But everything else,
yes,
he was on the money.
Yeah.
But we knew what he meant.
But for other
Everybody
people,
else
Right, because everybody don't know her like we know her.
Hey, look. So when I first met Rhea, I was absolutely correct. I was all the way.
I thought Miss Rhea was cool.
100%.
I thought she was cool.
And I'm like, she liked to talk.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
She liked to talk shit too.
Yeah.
See, she wasn't talking smack when I met her. She just liked to talk.
Yeah, you gotta get around the fellas, and yeah, I like Miss Rhea.
I was gonna say, listen.
Yeah, Rhea talk.
Miss Rhea, Robert Real, their energy when I'm here all day, like when 6 o'clock, I'm like, yeah. Like
it's about to turn up.
Yeah, like it's just that energy,
she can hold
the
her
vibes.
own. Like Miss Rhea reminds me of somebody from New York. Like she got a New York, like the chicks from New York. That's how Miss Rhea is to me.
I like the fact that she
What's up, Tom?
No matter what your relationship is with another person, she
gonna keep her. Yeah,
because at the end of the day, that's y'all.
Yeah.
Dorian said, "I'm spiritual too, Britt." See what I'm saying?
I know what he meant, but it was just for other people that was tapping in and didn't like. Yeah, that's all it was. But I knew exactly what Dorian meant because we did have a personal conversation.
Yeah.
Outside of
that's what's
this,
up.
yeah. So it was cool.
Was it when we was out of town? When I was out of town and he came in that Wednesday.
No, it was when I first met him.
Oh.
I think it's real, and I think that's why it's important to actually get to know people.
Definitely,
and not just go off of your first impression because you could be wrong.
When people give me the first impression, and for the most part, it's pretty consistent across the board.
Yeah.
I don't take offense to it.
Yeah,
but I also think it helps people to do self-reflection and being self-aware. And I'm big on being self-aware and self-reflection, and that's because I like growth.
Got you.
But a lot of people don't like growth.
Yeah, see,
they don't.
I always like growth, and that's why I don't mind, having those conversations and things like that. And I don't get offended when people tell me,
and that's good because a lot of people would,
unless it's a complete lie.
Right? If it's a complete lie,
now I gotta say something.
No, I'm about to beat you up.
Yeah,
because you're lying. But for the most part, it's consistent with me, and it's been consistent. I've heard consistent with you. Obviously, Miles has been not so consistent, and that's because it did. No, it's not a bad thing. It's just depending on how you meet them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
very true.
It depends on how you meet Miles.
If you met Miles at Starters versus meeting Miles up here, there's two different Miles.
And see, I met him more on the fun vibe.
Yeah.
So like, I had no idea he knew, and he was the type of businessman that he was.
Because he don't lead with that.
This goofball.
Yeah, exactly. Because he don't lead with all of that.
He was goofy to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't lead with that because majority of the time, people want to use you.
Right, of course.
Well, I think you don't lead with that either because you got it.
Yeah.
Right. So
but his trick is not making it look like you don't have
and
it.
that's the most beautiful person you ever want to hang around with. Because if you hang around with people that acting like they got it, they ain't got nothing.
Oh yeah. You want to find out if they really ain't got it? Plan a trip.
Gosh, it won't make it out the group chat. It will not make it out the group chat.
Why do we do that?
What?
Okay, I'm going. Oh, I'm going.
See.
It's $300.
Tone, call in if you can. We want to know what your impression was of everybody. He said it's definitely two different Miles from Starters and Podcasts.
That's true. That's true.
The topic is called POV. So how we're seeing through other people's eyes. So if you can call or put it in the comments here, I'm gonna read it. Let us know what you thought about everybody.
Yeah,
first impression.
Because it's hilarious.
Cal, you got to come hang out with us one day. He said never seen the outside studio crew.
Oh,
hey man, it's a good time.
What was that?
Calvin Deal. He said
never seen us outside.
Like hanging out.
You won't think I'm quiet.
Yeah. Don't let the tequila.
Well, put it like this. You better come within a certain time frame because I'm leaving.
She gonna be quiet.
You gotta see the out of town us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, top of the top call.
That's a different level.
What up, though?
What up,
Tom?
What's up? What y'all?
Chilling, man. What's going on with you?
We here.
We trying to make it happen.
I can't call it.
We sound like we on the phone for real.
We trying to make it happen.
So look, first impressions. So I'm gonna start with Ty. My first impression when I first seen Ty, G had reminded me, like, we all used to work together, but I don't remember. It was so long ago. But my first impression of the podcast, where I'm like, God damn, man, this nigga could be related. Black ass nigga.
Real talk.
I didn't know you worked with someone who was okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I'm like this black ass nigga. Hey, look. And then his beard gray right where mine's at.
Yeah.
So that was my first impression of him. Like, dog, cool as hell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My first impression with Doc, I remember when I first came to the 9 Mile in Greenfield when we did the vitamin D the first time I came there.
Yeah.
He was the engineer, and he kind of made a joke. And I just looked at him because he directed the joke to me, but we never introduced each other, nothing. So I kind of looked him in his eye. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? But like, that's like, you probably don't even remember that, Miles, but I'm going to tell you, you might not remember it, but you caught my look. Like,
yeah, I did.
Oh, okay,
I remember
this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, but then after that,
and you had your pistol on you, so I was like, let me chill out.
Yeah, they keep them things.
But see, and that's the thing. I wasn't one of them, but when I got to know him, I'm like, damn. And then when I found out he made the song and he stole my lyrics, I'm like, oh. This was like one of my favorite musicians back in the day.
That's what's up.
So then when I met Shan seemed so fucking sweet until I found out that she just ain't never wrong. Motherfucker ain't never wrong.
Listen, you know.
She ain't never wrong.
That's funny. Listen, it's not for everybody.
And then hold on, here come this
last but not least.
Okay.
The high value woman.
No, I'm just playing. But no, like when I first met her, I'm like, she's nice looking, but then once you get past, like everybody go with the physical, once you get past that and hear a person talk, like, damn, she deep as fuck. I tell doctors all the time, like, this is a person that a person should only approach when he got time to indulge on some real grown up shit, or you'll be wasting a person's time, or don't come half stepping. So, and I tell them that all the time, because this, like, okay, we gonna put it out. This like my podcast fake girlfriend. You know how you had a fake TV relationship, like. Just only in my head, though. Like they go together in my head.
Okay, period. That's enough. That's enough.
I feel because it was like me and old girl that started as Ty, the bartender. We go together in my head.
Yeah.
She's my girlfriend while we there.
The one that put the cucumbers in my shit.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm still trying to get her fired.
Like in another thing.
I said no tomatoes and cucumbers.
Right. You trying to make the girl lose her job?
No, that's the waitress. I'm talking about the bartender.
No.
Yeah, and she likes him too, so it's kind of not my style, but at the same time, she's sexy as hell.
No, but y'all are some dope people and shit. So let me ask y'all then, since I'm telling y'all.
Of course, you can get off the phone without it being you.
Right. What was the first impression?
Yeah, who want to go first? I got some shit to say.
I'll go. Honestly, same thing. I was like, damn, dog, I look like we might be related. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't come across too many dudes that look that similar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the process of I'm in the process of growing my hair back, right? And we even got damn near the same hairline. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay. So anyway, but no, for on the real tip though, I was like, dog, this is a straight up dude that I know I could kick it with because he gonna keep it a buck. He not about to sugarcoat nothing. That's what I like most about men that keep it a buck. They're real men. They ain't got no problem saying what's really on their mind. So that's why I was like, yeah, I could get along with Tom. We could rock. We could hang out at any time because I know it ain't gonna be no bullshit conversation.
Crystal on the hair. Crystal on the hair.
When I met you,
I'll show you.
After get online. The same hairline. Tom got a hairline.
No, he don't really.
Yes, Tom got a hairline.
Really too.
No, he do it. He does.
Because Todd didn't have no hair when I met him.
I got I'm in the process. I'm in the process of growing it back, in them two corners. Yeah, them two corners. It's almost looking like the McDonald's art. For real. I already know what he's talking about.
Like, cause you got a small widow.
Yeah,
it's very small. But go on, tell your impression of Tone.
With Tone, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, because first of all, when he told me about he knew Rock Bottom and all that stuff, I like that's cool.
Yeah, me and Chanie don't know that.
I know, of course you don't.
I was gonna let him finish the story.
Just stay gated up. What I'm saying,
Chanie still don't know.
But he's from the hood. I could tell he get respect from multiple hoods, right?
Mm-hmm. Tone.
Yeah, but. From his he reminded me of me. Like, I got respect from different hoods. I get respect from a lot of different spots, right? And I was like, oh, this nigga, he remind me of me, right? But then when you start hearing him talk, you'll find out he may be a whorish man, but he's very particular.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And most people say I'm not particular. I'm not particular because I needed money. You know what I mean?
So you was out here just trying to get it.
Yeah.
So you was just tooting that thing up for everybody.
So you were just walking around, this dick ain't free. Okay.
Oh, no, that was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
So
like,
yours was free.
No, I never fucked with free till I turned like 25 years old.
So Tone has discretion about his.
He definitely got discretion.
So that's where high value comes in there. Like I always keep
I have a question. Would y'all feel...
He just high value on this low value person.
Yeah, would y'all feel weird for paying for it or have somebody pay for y'all's?
Huh?
That's another question.
I feel like we all pay for it in one way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I get that though.
It just depends on if it's up front
or direct, direct or indirect. Yeah. So when I met Tone and I heard him talk, I just noticed there was something different about him than the other people he was with. And sometimes we have even with ourselves, when you're darker, we have this thing about us that most people most people be trying to play us. Like when you're darker, they just think we're dumb or we slow or we're mean, right?
Not mean, yes.
But at the same time, a lot of every dark skinned man that I know don't fuck with them if they get mad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't fuck with them, period, because you gonna let something out of them.
Well, we saw Todd.
We seen Todd.
We've seen Todd. We've seen Todd. I seen him go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
Shout out to Tone. I seen him do more damage to himself than I seen him do damage to anybody else.
I haven't seen Miles go there, but I feel like Tone can definitely go there.
I don't want to see Miles go there. I'm a little scared.
But like, Tone definitely could go there.
Like if I was dating Tone and he went there, I would just be like, y'all.
You would know how to deflect the situation. I feel.
That's what I'm saying. I would be like, it's time to go because I see it happening.
You be seeing a whole bunch of lotion on her hands.
Well, see,
we about to go.
One thing about me, like I did. So I dealt with everybody that I deal with is older than me. So I learned at an early age. Like my big homies actually put me on punishment one summer because while I'm sitting around thinking I got to put in work and prove myself to be around these niggas, I already was one of them. So they had to sit me down like, nigga, you just doing shit for nothing. You violated, I was demonstrating, but I thought that's what I needed to do. But I had already my spot was already solidified as a young nigga. And that's the thing. A lot of these young guys don't have nobody to sit them down like, listen, man, chill out. You doing too much. We gonna have to kill somebody about the shit you doing.
Right.
So now, when it's a situation, now if I can, come on, baby, let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Because you can peep. One thing, when I walk in the room, I'm surveying the whole room all free.
Yeah, and that's another thing.
I'm saying?
That's another thing I noticed about him. Like when we went out one time, we went out as a group. I stay on point. No matter how weak my legs is right now, I would stand up. I gotta peep the motherfucking scenery because, and I peeped the room. He the same way. He watched everybody too, and we was like, look at these 7 mile niggas. You could tell. Like we just knew we just knew these 7 mile niggas. They gumpy as hell. You know what I mean? They tall. They don't got no strength in them, and they just hovering over people, just looking at them. Like, you know what I mean? And so
please don't do that no more.
He just do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
And he just clowned the 7 mile niggas. I like, listen, dear 7 mile niggas, I don't remember saying that.
Okay, we got the disclaimer.
But look, I don't want no smoke.
I don't want no smoke neither. But we just noticed that I guess Brittany giving the finger.
No, you saw me out. My attention was at the fingers.
I was in my own head. No.
I thought you had to pee or go boo boo.
First of all, Miles, I don't do that on air.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, so we beat the scene. We beat the scene of the club. We beat the scene of the club, and I'm a straight up. I'm not a soldier, quote unquote.
You definitely not a soldier.
But I'm a troop. I'm a trooper. Like
you a trooper, but you ain't the soldier.
I peep all that shit, and then me and him was at the same time. We was like, yeah, it's time to go.
That's what happened on my exit.
Well, yeah. Okay. You gonna do your first impression or
a Tone?
Oh, a Tone.
Or you
yeah,
do
when I first met Tone, I feel like he was cool. Just him checking in on the morning show, I felt like he was cool. And then the fact that he had Toxic Tone in his name, I'm like, okay, he must be pretty cool. So.
Look at God.
So
you see,
good in the word toxic. You have to see. We took the word nigga and made it good for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do with toxic. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to be known as toxic nigga? I'm sorry, these.
Well, y'all kept calling him toxic because that's how I got introduced to him in the comments.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
But he wasn't saying nothing toxic to me, so I didn't assume him to be toxic. But when I met him, I'll tell you what he had on. He had on white. He had on the white fisherman hat with the white. He was in polo. Don't ask me why I know these things. I just know. GP had on gray. Don't ask me why I remember people had on.
No, you're fine.
But
you got a good memory.
I did not expect him to be like tall. Like I didn't expect him to be who he was. I'm thinking he about to come in and be like toxic.
Right.
Total opposite.
Right.
He was calm. He was cool. He was sweet. He was a gentleman. Like he was just a cool dude. No, like he was cool. And I mean, he was telling his
Miles,
stories.
stop interrupting her.
No, like he was telling his stories. But like I saw that he was so much deeper than the stories. I saw like he was really caring.
Yeah.
Like he was telling like different stories of work and things like that. And his kids, I'm like, oh, he's a caring dude.
Yeah.
But I knew it was another side. And I'm like, you got to be a particular person to see the caring side.
Yeah.
So you got to know how to bring that out of him. But I seen that it's there. So he like two sides of a coin of a different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I thought he was
That's
cool.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was cool. I didn't. I really.
I ain't want to say it's home, but
Look, y'all done made my day today.
That's so cute.
But I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like, and you smell good too, because I remember.
But that's the one.
Yeah, he was like, "What's in that cup?" Like water. But yeah, no, I remember because it was at the old building.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I had pretty good impressions of everybody.
Yeah.
He's in my look at God.
Y'all so crazy.
That's gonna have him smiling the rest of the day.
But it's the truth.
Thank you so much.
All right, let me get back to looking at this little fan thing that I was just watching.
All right. So we're watching another podcast, right?
Miles is so jealous.
Miles, please.
Miles, I want you to wear shorts this year at the Oscars.
I will.
No, I'm serious.
I'm not gonna have no heels
Well, I
on.
just thought about some shorts with the crease.
I'm not gonna have no heels on. I'm just letting y'all know.
Well, I hope you're not wearing no heels.
Right.
Why not just think about the Jermaine Dupri?
It was Chanie. Now, what was the question that you just asked the dudes? There was one question you just said about the men.
I was asking. You got loud.
He's a hater.
Yeah.
I was more so asking. Hold on.
Do you even
as far as paying? Yes, as far as paying for it, I said, do you feel bad or weird paying for it?
No, because at the end of the day,
or you.
Go ahead.
Or somebody paying for it.
No, stupid. First of all, I don't want nobody paying for shit for me. If I can't do it, then don't do it for me.
And that's exactly what I was saying. Because some dudes feel like that. Like I'm not paying for it.
If I'm not paying for it, what are we talking about?
If it ain't coming natural.
Don't be seen on Boomerang is when she put the $200 on a knife.
Yeah. No lie. Now listen.
So in other words,
she didn't pay for it.
I don't mind.
He felt cheap though.
I don't mind paying for anything because at the end of the day, we got to pay for it anyway. Whether we paying for it with time,
you talk about
it's something. Yeah. Dude, like we're gonna pay for it. You and let me tell the young.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Hold on, let me tell the young niggas something real quick. Stop being so cheap because at the end of the day, you want some free box. That's gonna come with free problems, and it probably costs you more money.
But in their defense,
but also maybe a ride to the clinic. Y'all got to be careful with the free box.
Well, can I say in their defense?
What's up?
Who, the men's?
Yes.
Okay.
These women are a little out of control.
Okay.
In what capacity?
you got to take me here. You got to do this. You need to spend this. You need to spend this stuff.
Yeah.
In their defense, the women are a little out of control when it comes to the whole realm of them spending money and things like that. And you got to think
That's
about
why you got to choose wisely.
Well, that's true. That's what they need the older men to talk to. Like Tone said earlier, is the older men need to talk to the young dudes. But I do understand in that area with that. But some of the women understand if you're messing with the YNs. Money ain't like that.
Yeah.
So my thing is, you want to look at his creativity, right?
That's
and
true.
that's what you're looking at. What is he doing to be creative to make something special for you? That's how I
get that.
But my question is there like a certain amount that y'all are willing to spend or time that y'all are like? What is it like when y'all see a chick? This the one. Okay, I want to get that. I know I got to put some work in. Like, what is the work? What is the money? What is the like? What does that look like for y'all?
Okay, at that point it's limitless because if I now we're looking at we're going off of what we see first, right? So then it's like, all right, let me get to know her. If I like what's going on in that mental, then that's a totally different story.
That's a different story.
Now we really about to go further because it ain't just about money. Now it's about time.
Got it. So does that make the price go up?
Yeah. Definitely, it can.
For her,
it can because guess what? If you want to spend more time with her, more than likely you are going to spend more money.
That's true.
Even if it's not actual money.
Yeah. Yes. Yes and no. It depends on what you plan on doing.
Because
it got to. Okay, for instance, with Brittany likes to do fun stuff. Everything ain't got to be a 5-star restaurant, but at some point you're gonna make it a 5-star restaurant,
right? At some right.
So it's all gonna be. It's all gonna add up. Yeah. And when you know who you're dealing with, you know what's gonna lead. What it's gonna lead to.
Yeah,
it's definitely adding up.
I guess it's just how long a person wants to put in the work.
Yeah, you got to be worth it.
I feel like the work never stops though, and I feel like that's the part of things that
the work don't stop because that's the problem right now with a lot of women.
People get comfortable.
And men, stop getting too damn comfortable.
They get comfortable.
Well, I think the reason why they get comfortable is because, like Miles was saying, the women place the value on the box.
Yeah,
and that's not where the value is.
I don't feel like it should never not be on it.
But it holds no value.
It doesn't.
It holds significant. It holds significant value.
Value.
It's not.
Value. No. Like, what value does it hold?
Everybody, listen.
It holds value once it's attached to a certain individual.
So if it held the value that you believe that it held, then why do men cheat?
Exactly.
Exactly.
You remember? No. You remember
exactly.
how? You remember how we were saying earlier?
Exactly.
The tendency.
Get the phone.
It's always going.
Get the phone.
Top of the top call you on there.
It was too long to text.
Thank you.
When I text and it say see more, I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm trying to read it, but it's a distance because when it's too close, they say my face too close in the camera. So
what I was saying is like, to decide on a dollar amount you gonna spend or where y'all go out or whatever. Before we go anywhere, we gonna have that phone conversation, see how we vibe over the phone.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just offering, I take her here. What's this? What her intellect? Like, what we about to talk about? How this conversation gonna go? Like, the likes and dislikes and stuff like that. But if she's shallow, we're not gonna make it past the maybe the second or third phone call. You at least gotta give a person 3 times to prove that they ain't worth your time, or if they worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't just base I spend it. Now I might say some I wonder what that motherfucker hitting on. But who's to say if you gonna get that? Like, I'm sure women do the same thing. Like, look at that. Like, it's certain shit. Like, damn, her smile cute. You know what I'm saying? The physical always gonna attract a nigga, but I need to know what the man like before I waste my time, because I don't need no airheads around me.
Yeah, not at this age and stage in the game. I feel you.
Yeah.
So I got one. Wait, one question.
Please answer this.
No. He already answered it. He already said it holds no value. My question is, so how many dates do you go on with a person to see if you want to go further?
I don't know, because sometimes the phone, you might not even have to make it through a day. I got this saying about me, like, even if we don't make it in a relationship, a person 9 times 10 gonna have a friend for life, because I'm just a cool ass nigga. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, like,
exactly.
Once we kicking it and it's that, damn, we've been on the phone for 2-3 hours. That's the shit that that'll hold my like, damn, like I don't even be on the phone this long, but we constantly talking and we just vabbing like, damn, this somebody I could fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But like off rip, like I can't say 2 or 3 dates because it's certain shit that we need to know. Like how women, y'all want to know if a nigga got felonies and shit. It's times for us to ask women that too now.
If they got what?
Felonies.
Like I remember somebody saying it don't matter. Like I don't remember if it was G or somebody like if a woman, if she graduated or not. Like to me, that I want to know because if you quit now until I mean everybody got their own opinion.
He
on
back
school,
again.
If you quit on your own little progress or whatever, I don't got a chance. If you dropped out of school in the 10th grade, you ain't got too much attention span. You might not even be able to sit up and watch Jeopardy or some shit that I like to do. You gonna think I'm corny.
Not the whole 30.
Well, yeah.
Chanie, it's Jeopardy.
You gotta see if you can do the final Jeopardy. If you can't answer a question on final Jeopardy, you ain't hitting on that.
Yeah, I like the song.
Yeah.
That is real song. I like Wheel of Fortune.
I think it's hard to put a time frame on any of that because when you know, we got it's people out here in the world that met and ain't left each other's side, got married 6 months in. You just when it happened. Like that's why I had to stop saying that I'll never get married again. I'll never do this again because you can really never say never. If a person you lock in with a person and you just like fucking, I'm about to gamble because she make me happy than a motherfucker. I didn't even know I could be happy. Then it just is what it is.
Oh, so 40 minutes is possible.
40 minutes.
40 minutes is possible.
40 minutes of what?
We was talking about something else.
Don't worry about it. That's how you get pregnant.
Anyway, we'll talk about it off air.
You can get pregnant in 2 seconds.
Right.
2.
You got some strong swimmers if that's happening.
That song just is marching.
Tone like I eat a lot of pineapples. So, but I'm not gonna lie. I really love the show today. I mean,
did you?
Even though the internet it's coming in and out, but it's working right now.
Well, I'm on my digital data. I mean,
y'all know the ones that stay down. I didn't see my notification today. I'm like, damn, it's 11 o'clock. Let me hurry up and go on here.
Right, like I didn't miss something.
They'd be like, hey man, man.
I went live on 2 different platforms. I've never done this.
Trying to bring the people.
I feel like I missed like at least 100 different laughs. Like, and then I'd be like talking to my phone even if I don't call y'all. And shit. So I feel like I missed out today.
Okay, that's normal. That's normal.
No, we're
you're doing very well. You're doing very well.
They're gonna post it later.
Catching up.
Yeah.
See, this me catching up right here.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm about to get off the phone. You ain't got to tell me thanks for calling again. Cause I'll hang up and call right there.
we were going to be respectful. Thank you so much.
Look, and I'm about to get off the phone, but another thing I want to say, I can't wait to see y'all Friday because
yeah, it's gonna be a vibe. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, he said he's gonna bring you flowers.
Hey, I received.
Way to want to surprise Miles.
I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
I mean, Tony, if you did want to.
You know how to ruin stuff if that was really gonna happen.
This is Miles being textbook asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Look, say Tony, that's why you can't give him technology.
Anything a secret, do not tell me. Do not tell me.
Now he gonna call GP like, man, what flower shop is near the studio?
Listen, you don't think I know where the flower shop? Listen, I'm the nigga that I've never been to prison. I got some bros that one of my big homies got indicted on that BMF shit.
Mm-hmm.
Every birthday or anniversary for his wife, who you think made sure his wife was straight while he was
That's
in
so
there?
real.
That's dope.
Did I not call it? I called it with Tone. I told y'all there's a carrying file. I told y'all.
That's real.
Listen.
And when that person get out, his loyalty for Tone. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that loyalty is gonna be unmatched.
I mean, the only one that stayed in there for BMF was Meech.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was the last one.
I just want y'all to know. I called it with Tone.
Okay. All right.
What else you gonna call with Tom?
Goodbye. We will see you on Friday.
She'll call you tonight, Tom.
We'll see you on Friday.
Have a conversation. Yes.
Tom, don't forget the flowers. All right, then. Talk to you later, Tom. Bye. Peace. Get off the phone. Okay, he hung up.
I think he hung up.
Mom's like, already gone.
There you
Please.
go.
Please.
What y'all thought about today's show?
I thought it was good. I had a lot of fun.
I didn't know how it was gonna go.
Yeah.
I didn't
I didn't know how people viewed me, so it was cool. Cool seeing it from the other's point of view.
Yeah,
it was dope.
Yeah,
Dope topic.
Besides people calling me goofy, shout out to you,
I meant
Gigi.
it.
Shut your ass up.
I said what I meant, and I meant what I said.
I said
That
what
is
I said
it.
you were
And that's
goofball.
enough. That is enough.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris Brown who wrote a letter out talking about.
Shout out to Chris Brown for residuals.
Yeah, it won't. I don't think it's ever gone.
He said, "Bitch, don't get that nigga my nickname."
Wow.
He did not call her out her name.
Speaking of, no.
That's
He
good.
said, "Did you teach what I taught?"
Touch it.
Probably.
You better not give him my nickname. I don't like thinking about it. I swear that it's wearing me down.
Sad work.
Anyway, so y'all, thank y'all for joining us today on the Rise of God Morning Show.
Definitely appreciate
On all
y'all.
platforms.
Literally.
On TikTok, YouTube. No, we weren't on YouTube. We was on Facebook and IG.
Yeah, Facebook and IG.
Yeah.
We'll be on YouTube in a minute later.
Yeah.
So
Miles about to do something.
Yeah.
we about to get out of here. Anything last you want to say, Ty?
I just want to say, judge people on your own merit. Don't go off of what everybody else got to say.
There you go.
See how they are from your own point of view. That's it.
Britt.
I love to see you from your.
She like, I got
It's
gas.
actually a song from Ariana Grande, and it's called POV.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So that's where the idea actually came from.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
So y'all talked about this. What is that?
So y'all were on the phone.
so y'all was on the phone.
Yeah, actually we were.
Yeah.
It was because
I
it
know
was
how-
a good reason.
No,
Yes.
I know how it went.
How did it go?
He like,
Wait, let's listen.
I'm gonna be
Brittany.
mad if you're right.
Brittany. Okay, like I don't know what I need. Okay, okay.
It definitely wasn't like that.
Listen here. We need something for Wednesday.
No, it wasn't like that.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It
like
don't
that.
go like that.
It wasn't like that at all. It was actually,
But we do be on the phone.
yeah, but it was actually a conversation that was real silly.
Yeah.
Very silly. Very silly conversation. That turned into some foolishness.
Yeah, and turned into greatness.
And turned into something great. So,
I love when a plan come together.
Yeah.
Oh, good team. What about you, Chanie? What you got to say?
Stay real, stay true, stay you.
She took forever to think of that.
No, for real. I thought I ate. I was like, dang, I got it. And then y'all went to what you said.
Silence, yeah. It's just nice to see other people's POV of you.
Yes, definitely.
And
Miles,
sometimes,
what you gotta say?
I'm not gonna lie. This is the first. I really never gave a fuck, but thank y'all for making me have some sense that people do care
Yeah,
about.
I never knew how you. I never knew that. With
You
me and
didn't say,
I never knew
did
that.
Did you say?
Really?
Or did you say your point of view
What?
of everybody?
Yeah, he did. Charlie, where was you at?
He had to do mine twice.
I'm trying to see, did I miss? Okay.
Yeah, you missed it. Don't worry about it.
He did mine twice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know he did. I
And
remember.
make sure y'all record it and play it back because I got a lot of love off that one. He said mine twice.
I think I do remember. I think you agree with the. Okay.
I don't care. They heard it twice.
Okay, there it is.
Repeat it twice. Store for life.
Say that was the phone call.
Damn, the Comcast said Comcast business voice customers will not be able to use their voice services. That's fucked up.
Well, I don't call Comcast no way.
No, I'm talking about you.
That's why I really don't want to make the
Oh,
switch.
you just had a Chanie moment. You just said.
I don't be calling with them. I don't want their cell phone. I don't want nothing from them.
Good.
They be terrible sometimes.
I was gonna say because that's why I haven't made the switch.
Right.
Shout
I'm going
out.
back to AT&T.
Thank you, Comcast, for giving us
Look at him,
something
he's trying to be.
to
Thank
think
you,
about.
Comcast.
Giving us
For
power.
giving us something to think about. I'm serious because I got a couple ideas. We got more phone calls today than we.
Not only that, I want Comcast to hear my POV now.
Okay.
Right. Exactly.
We paid our bill. Our service should be on.
But all right, then, y'all.
All right, y'all,
See y'all here.
bye.
Peace.
Indeed.
Yes.
He still said indeed.
Rise and grind. Morning show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday. Great conversation, guest appearances. 'Cause you